The world moves fast, too fast. Waves crash, winds shift, predators hunt, seasons change without asking permission. Everything is in a hurry, to grow, to eat, to survive, to reproduce before time runs out. But not this creature. Beneath the surface of a quiet pond or across the sun-warmed sand of a distant island, a turtle moves slowly, almost stubbornly slow, as if it knows something the rest of the world has forgotten. It does not chase, it does not panic, it does not burn through life like a spark desperate to shine before fading. Instead, it conserves, it waits, it endures. Inside its body, something extraordinary is happening. Its metabolism, the invisible engine that powers life, ticks at a much lower speed than most animals. Where others burn energy like wildfire, the turtle sips it like a careful traveler crossing a desert. Every heartbeat, every breath, every movement is measured, controlled, minimal. And because of this, time itself seems to loosen its grip. Cells divide more slowly, damage accumulates at a gentler pace. The silent wear and tear that erodes other bodies over decades barely scratches the surface here. It is not that the turtle is immune to time, it simply refuses to be rushed by it. This slow-burning life does something powerful. It reduces oxidative stress, the invisible storm inside living cells caused by energy use. In most animals, this storm rages constantly, chipping away at tissues, accelerating aging, and weakening systems. But in the turtle, the storm is quiet, controlled, almost peaceful. And that peace extends beyond biology. Watch a turtle long enough, and you begin to notice something else, something almost philosophical. It lives without urgency, without anxiety. It does not sprint from moment to moment. It exists fully in each second. It does not waste energy worrying about what might come next. And in that stillness, in that calm, something remarkable happens. The body follows the mind. Lower stress means fewer hormonal surges, fewer internal disruptions, fewer biological emergencies. Systems remain stable. Energy is preserved. Damage is minimized. It is not just slow, it is efficient. While other creatures live like explosions, bright, fast, and short, the turtle lives like a steady flame, quiet, controlled, enduring. And that flame can burn for a century or more. Survival is a game of risk. Every creature that walks, swims, or flies carries the same burden. Avoid death long enough to pass on life. For most, that means speed, strength, or numbers. Run faster, fight harder, multiply quickly. Because danger is everywhere. But the turtle chose a different path. Instead of outrunning danger, it outlasted it. Its solution is simple and almost unfair. A shell. Not just a covering, but a fortress fused to its body. Bone layered with keratin, shaped by millions of years of evolution into a living shield. It cannot be removed. It cannot be discarded. It is not equipment. It is identity. When danger comes, the turtle does not panic. It does not flee in terror. It withdraws. Head in, limbs in, silence, stillness. And just like that, the soft, vulnerable animal disappears, replaced by something ancient and unbreakable. For predators, this is a problem. Claws cannot easily pierce it, teeth struggle to crush it. Even when attacked, the effort required is often not worth the reward. Many predators simply give up and move on, searching for easier prey. And so, the turtle survives, again and again and again. Years pass, then decades. While other animals live under constant threat, every moment a gamble, the turtle moves through life with a quiet advantage. It does not need to win every fight. It simply needs to avoid losing. And it does. As it grows older, this advantage becomes even stronger. Larger tortoises especially reach a point where almost nothing can challenge them. They become living relics, walking slowly through ecosystems that have long since forgotten their beginning. With fewer natural enemies, something incredible happens on an evolutionary level. There is no pressure to rush life. Animals that face high danger must grow fast, reproduce early, and accept shorter lifespans. It is a race against extinction. But for turtles, the rules are different. They are allowed to take their time. Natural selection begins to favor traits that support survival over speed, durability over urgency, longevity over rapid reproduction. And over millions of years, this strategy reshapes their biology. They become not just survivors, but masters of survival. Protected, patient, persistent. In a world built on chaos and danger, the turtle becomes something rare, an animal that does not need to hurry, because it has already won the most important battle. It stays alive. Time leaves marks on everything. Mountains erode, oceans shift, stars burn out. And in living beings, time writes its story in cells. Tiny errors, small damages, broken strands of DNA. These are the invisible footprints of aging, accumulating silently until the body can no longer keep up. For most creatures, this process is relentless, but the turtle resists. From the moment it is born, its life unfolds at a different pace. Growth is slow, almost frustratingly slow. Years pass before it reaches maturity, decades in some species. To an outside observer, it may seem inefficient, risky even. But this slow growth hides a powerful advantage. Rapid growth, while impressive, comes at a cost. Cells divide quickly, systems are pushed to their limits, and small errors multiply faster. The body builds itself in a rush, and in doing so, it accumulates damage early. The turtle refuses this shortcut. Instead, it builds carefully, methodically. Each stage of development stretched across time, reducing stress on the body and allowing systems to form with greater stability. It is not just growing, it is preparing for a long life. And deep inside its cells, another secret is at work: repair. Every living organism experiences DNA damage. It is unavoidable. Radiation, metabolism, environmental factors all leave their mark. But what matters is not just the damage, it is how well that damage is fixed, and turtles are exceptionally good at fixing it. Their cellular repair systems are highly efficient, identifying and correcting errors before they spiral into something dangerous. Broken strands are mended, faulty instructions are rewritten. Where other animals accumulate damage over time, leading to disease, failure, and death, the turtle continuously cleans and restores itself. It is like a city that never stops repairing its roads, never lets its buildings decay, never allows small cracks to become fatal collapses. And because of this, aging slows down. Not completely, not magically, but enough to make a difference so profound that it changes everything. Organs remain functional, tissues remain strong, systems continue working long after they would have in other species. The turtle does not escape aging. It simply outpaces it, quietly, patiently, year after year. No single secret explains it. Not the slow metabolism alone, not the shell, not the calm lifestyle, not even the remarkable ability to repair DNA. It is something bigger, a system, a balance, a strategy written over millions of years where every piece supports the others. The slow metabolism reduces damage. The calm lifestyle prevents unnecessary stress. The shell protects from sudden death. The lack of predators removes urgency. The slow growth builds resilience. The cellular repair systems maintain integrity. Individually, each of these is powerful. Together, they are unstoppable. This is what makes the turtle so fascinating, not just its lifespan, but the way that lifespan is achieved. There is no excess, no waste, no desperate rush to outcompete the world. It survives through balance, and evolution has rewarded that balance. Across countless generations, turtles that lived longer had more chances to reproduce, to pass on traits that favored endurance over speed. Over time, those traits became stronger, more refined, more deeply embedded in their biology. What we see today is the result of that long experiment, a creature designed not for intensity, but for longevity. And sometimes, that longevity feels almost unbelievable. There are individuals that have lived through centuries, creatures that were alive before entire eras of human history unfolded. One such tortoise, known simply as Jonathan, has lived for nearly 2 centuries, quietly witnessing a world that changed again and again around him. Empires rose, empires fell, technology transformed everything, and still he remained. Not because he was the strongest, not because he was the fastest, but because he was built to last. Turtles remind us of something we often forget in a world obsessed with speed. Life is not always about how fast you move or how much you achieve in a short time. Sometimes it is about how well you endure, how carefully you use your energy, how well you protect yourself, how patiently you grow, and how quietly, consistently you repair what is broken. In the end, the turtle does not just live long, it tells a story of patience over panic, of endurance over urgency, of a life not rushed but lived fully, one slow step at a time.